Good morning and happy Money Making Monday. CJ Curry here, talking more NBA player props on today's massive NBA slate. Although there's a lot of games, there's also a ton of pending injury news, so we're going to try our best to navigate these NBA waters. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, welcome. If this is your first time here, we drop regular NBA player prop videos here on the channel, so think about subscribing if you haven't already. Also, you may want to share this video with a friend who's betting on NBA player props. And while you're down there, hit the like button as well, because we're going to go for more than 100 likes in today's video. With your help and your support, I think we can get it done. Appreciate you in advance. Now, speaking of comments and stuff, down in the comment section, we've been running giveaways each and every day. I'm giving away a free month of Dub Club access. What is Dub Club? It's our VIP community where I share my favorite picks, plays, and props each and every day. Different stats and information, hopefully helpful stuff that helps you win more. So if you're not in Dub Club yet, if you're not part of the Discord community yet, well, you should probably get signed up and be a part of that. But let's go ahead and run the giveaway. I've already picked a winner from the last video, which was on Friday. I don't really do videos on Saturday and Sunday, so it's mostly weekday videos from me. But it's Ray Cologne, 2975. Ray Cologne's comment was James Harden under 5.5 rebounds, and I'm happy to report that James Harden did stay under 5.5 rebounds versus the New York Knicks on Friday. So congratulations to Ray. Ray, hopefully you're watching today's video. If you are, please join the Discord by using the link in the description in today's video. Once you've joined the Discord, shoot me a DM, and then we'll get you set up with a month of Dub Club access where you're going to get all the picks, plays, and parlays from myself and other moderators and community members. So hopefully you and I can start winning more together. Now, winning more together is exactly what we did yesterday. We had ourselves a great day in Dub Club. We ended up hitting on this nice little 6-pick flex slip. So I sent this one out to the community yesterday. I turned $40 into $600 personally. I'm in a PrizePicks arena state, so we were able to go basically 5 out of 5 here. It was a 6-pick, but Jalen Williams ended up tying with exactly 4 3-pointers attempted. The other 5 picks ended up hitting. So 5 out of 5 in a PrizePicks arena state gets you 15x. Those of you in a non-PrizePicks arena state who flexed this got a 10x multiplier. So this would have been basically going from $40 to $400, which is not a bad payday. So shout out to everybody who's in the Dub Club. If you're not in Dub Club yet and you want to get in there, well, I've left a comment down in the comment section below. You can check out the pinned comment. There's a 7-day all access free trial of Dub Club, and then you guys can decide whether or not you want to stay for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. It's up to you, totally up to you. But yeah, Dub Club is where we win more together, and we've got a Discord set up with a bunch of chats in there. We're always sharing our favorite picks, plays, parlays, stats, research, and information, trying to help each other get to the bag. So definitely think about joining the Dub Club if you're looking for a kick-ass community. All right. So what are we looking at today? Well, as I mentioned, big NBA slate, but there is a lot of pending NBA injury news. The injuries are just mounting and becoming a long list, looking like a CVS receipt up in here. I mean, this is just a little preview, a little sample of all the guys that are on today's injury report. And there are some pretty big names, pretty impactful pieces of injury news. The green is more impactful injury news. The yellow is impactful, but not as impactful, but ton of guys expected to possibly sit out and not play today. So we're trying to work our way around that. Let's start with this first pick here. It's going to be Miles Bridges of the Charlotte Hornets. Miles Bridges is sitting out here at 31.5 points plus rebounds. And yes, typically he has done pretty well on this number, but I'm thinking about taking the under today versus Miami. Charlotte hopefully is going to be fully healthy, meaning guys like LaMelo Ball, Mark Williams will be back in the starting lineup after sitting out in the last game. And if that's the case, then I like Miles Bridges to go under 31.5 points plus rebounds. But I always have to throw that disclaimer out there because there's always injury news that kind of comes out later on in the day. So you guys got to know that at this point in the NBA season, you never know who's going to be in and who's going to be out until those injury reports come out. So we're kind of guessing a little bit. We're kind of flying blindly here. So definitely kind of be careful with putting in your bets a little too early, because you just never know, who's going to be active and inactive for any given NBA team. But from what I'm seeing so far, Miles Bridges under 31.5 points plus rebounds looks like a pretty good way to go. Let's go take a look at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Why I like this tool is because it goes out and it looks at all the different sports books, and it basically checks and sees which way is the money coming in. Is it coming in on the over? Is it coming in on the under on a prop? It strips out the juice, or the VIG, basically, what these sports books kind of charge bettors for placing bets on their websites, their apps, and gives you real odds, true odds, fair odds in this case. And so we're looking at Miles Bridges under 31.5 points plus rebounds, about a 52.5% chance that he stays under 31.5. 30.5 is where you're going to find him on sites like FanDuel, DraftKings. Caesars has him at 30.5. Parlay Play has him at 30.5. So a lot of these books, a lot of these sites have him at a lower number at 30.5 versus the 31.5 that you're going to find him over on PrizePicks. Now, of course, I use sportsbook data, but I also look at some player projections. And so we're going to do that over on RotoWire right now. When we punch in Miles Bridges' name here, you're going to get a number of different ways to play Miles Bridges over on PrizePicks. By the way, if you want a 2-day all-access free pass to RotoWire and you can check this tool out for yourself, well, there's links down in the description of today's video. You can definitely get your hands on this tool and take it for a test drive. But they've done a really great job here designing this tool. It works for PrizePicks, it works for Underdog, it works for Sleeper, and a variety of different sports books. But take a look at Miles Bridges. The under on the 31.5 points plus rebounds looks like a good way to go here. He's projected for about 30.3 points plus rebounds, which is about 1.2 PR less than where his line currently sits at just 31.5. And remember, you're always wanting to take about an extra 10% off of whatever the projection is. So just remember that 30.3 is probably going to be realistically a little bit lower. Now, as I mentioned, he has done pretty well with this number against some more recent opponents, but you got to keep in mind that the Charlotte Hornets are going to be healthier tonight, hopefully, with LaMelo Ball, Mark Williams, some of these other key contributors playing for Charlotte. So maybe the performance for Miles Bridges won't be as good. Now, he has had much worse games when it comes to the road. Overall for the season, he's averaging about 28.8 points plus rebounds per game. But when he plays on the road, he's averaging about 26.6 points plus rebounds per game. So that's a dip of about 2.2 PR per game when he plays away from Charlotte. Tonight, he's going to be on the road versus Miami. Speaking of Miami, he has struggled against the Miami Heat in previous matchups. This goes back to last season, but you can see he's put up games of 22, 24, 27, and 25 points plus rebounds against the Miami Heat. So the matchup against the Heat, probably not the best one for him, typically speaking. So the projection's looking pretty good here for the under on Miles Bridges. But let's go get you another projection. For this one, we're going to go over to Fantasy Labs. Now, every projection is going to be just a little bit different, which is why I like to utilize multiple NBA projection models. In this case, this one's Fantasy Labs. They've got him at 29.6 projected points plus rebounds, putting him under that 31.5 number comfortably. We're also going to look at shot quality and their projections over there. They do a really great job with their advanced analytics, and they have Bridges at 29.79 points plus rebounds. And so you kind of get the gist here. Miles Bridges not projecting very well overall, so that's why I'm leaning toward the under. I would expect this one to get bumped down to 31, possibly even 30.5 points plus rebounds, as most sportsbooks already have him at 30.5. So that's play number one. Play number two, we're looking at CP3. The point god, Chris Paul. I'm looking at taking Chris Paul for an over here today. He's going up against a pretty soft, squishy Dallas Mavericks team. Dallas is running about 7 healthy bodies out there these days. They are one of the teams that are just absolutely riddled with injuries. They cannot stay healthy. They've had bad luck after bad luck. Trading Luka Doncic away, getting Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis hasn't played very much at all since they've acquired him from the Lakers. And now Kyrie Irving's out for the season with a torn ACL. And it's like, man, the bad fortune just continues to happen to the Dallas Mavericks. I'm sorry if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan. It's been a rough season. But Chris Paul looking like a good option for more than 14.5 points plus assists. So let's go grab some sportsbook data on this pick first and foremost. See which way the money's kind of coming in on this prop. I like to show you guys sort of the process, the research behind it all. You can see that Chris Paul, the top way to play him today is the points plus assists as of right now. 53% chance that he goes over this, meaning he needs 15 or more points plus assists to cash us out. Most of the odds or the juice is coming in on the over at 14.5 PA. Some of these books even have them at 15.5 points plus assists, like BetMGM and Caesars, to name a couple. But yeah, I think this line is another one of those ones where it's going to get bumped up to 15 or possibly 15.5 points plus assists for CP3 today. Taking a look at some of the projections here, we're going to go back over to RotoWire and see what he is projected for over there. When you type in his name into this PrizePicks NBA projection tool, you're going to see that the top way to play Chris Paul is the points plus assists for the over. We open up his little player prop card here, and you can see he's projected for a very healthy 17.65 points plus assists. That's a whole 3.15 points plus assists higher than what his line currently sits at. He is coming off of a little bit of a down game, 14 PA versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I love going back to a player and a player prop after it kind of underperforms the game before, especially when he's had some good games like 15 against Sacramento, 18 against Brooklyn, 16 against Memphis, some pretty formidable teams. So we know Chris Paul can absolutely get it done when all cylinders are clicking and things are going his way. So the over on the 14.5 points plus assists looking pretty good here, especially considering the matchup against a weakened Dallas Mavericks team. Taking a look at some other projections here, we're going to go back over to Fantasy Labs. Chris Paul projecting well over there at 16.8 points plus assists, a differential of more than 2 PA. Love that projection for CP3. And of course, we're going to also check shot quality. Shot quality's got him at 17.77. Another really strong projection of more than 3 points plus assists, different than where his line is currently at just 14.5 points plus assists. So a lot to love with Chris Paul today. That's pick number 2. And let's get you the last pick. It's Immanuel Quickley of the Toronto Raptors. I'm looking at the over for the 24.5 points plus assists as he takes on a Washington Wizards team that's really not interested in winning. They're really not interested in playing defense. And Immanuel Quickley seems to be back up to speed now. He's showing good form recently. And they're a little bit banged up are the Toronto Raptors. No Grady Dick, no Agbaji for Toronto. Jakob Poeltl's going to be out as well. So a lot of that usage and stuff will fall to guys like Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, and Scotty Barnes, kind of their big three if you want to call them that. But yeah, I'm looking at taking the over here on IQ at just 24.5 points plus assists. He should be back in the starting lineup at the point guard position for Toronto. So let's go back over here and take a look at Immanuel Quickley today on the various sports books. We're looking at the points plus assists. The top option for him is the PA, according to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. If you want to get your hands on this optimizer, links down in the description for this. You can save some money by using my promo code. So use that promo code, use that link, and you can save some buckaroos on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. But yeah, almost a 53% chance that he clears 24.5 points plus assists today. Some books, again, have him at 25.5 points plus assists, like DraftKings, like BetMGM, and like Caesars, and a whole bunch of other books. So maybe that 24.5 is just a tad bit too low. Maybe it gets bumped up to 25. Maybe it gets bumped up to 25.5. I like to avoid full point bumps. I'm okay with half point bumps, but full point bumps is a no-go for me. So if this does get bumped up a full point, you probably want to avoid it. But yeah, the number I like is the over at 24.5 points plus assists. Let's go check out some projections for Immanuel Quickley. Again, looking at the RotoWire projection tool here, all the PrizePicks options here, Immanuel Quickley is looking like the top option for points plus assists. When you go and see his projection, it's about 25. So if you shave off another 10% off of that 25, it does make things a little close, a little tight, but he has gone over this number pretty easily against weak teams before, like the Utah Jazz, where he dropped 39. He's even done it against some strong defensive teams like the Orlando Magic recently with 28 points plus assists. But overall, Immanuel Quickley, doing a pretty darn good job. His last 4 home games, he's gone over in 3 out of the last 4, played in front of the Toronto crowd against teams like Miami, Phoenix, and Utah, like we mentioned before. So hopefully Immanuel Quickley has a pretty good day today. His last 2 head-to-heads versus Washington, these were from last season. He did go well over this number of 24.5 points plus assists, putting up 31 and 44 PA versus the Wiz in those previous games, although they were from last season. So Immanuel Quickley looking pretty darn good here on paper. Let's check out some other projections. 26.9 projected points plus assists. Let's call it about 27 PA. Again, the line is 24.5. So these are the type of gaps or differentials, these projections versus the player prop lines that you're looking for. And like, you know, these are the advantages that you want to see, betting opportunities, in other words. So taking a look at shot quality, they've got him projected for about 26.3. Again, putting him close to 2 PA higher than where his line currently sits at 24.5. So I would be leaning over on Immanuel Quickley, and again, would not be surprised if he ends up going over this number. Now, again, we're going to be giving away some more Dub Club VIP memberships, full month of Dub Club, $20 value for free down in the comment section below. Now, how you get qualified for this is be a subscriber, of course, hit the like button, of course, and then drop a comment down in the comment section below. We want to know what your favorite NBA player prop is for the day. Now, if that player prop ends up hitting and you've subscribed and you've hit the like button, and maybe you want to share the video, we'd appreciate that as well. Well, then we'll do a random drawing. We'll pick somebody from the comment section down below, and we will select you if your player prop ends up hitting tonight. So appreciate everybody. Good luck if you decide to leave a comment and get entered into the Dub Club giveaway. I want to help you guys win more together in our VIP community. We'll see you on the inside for more picks, plays, and parlays. Catch you in the next video. Peace.